No, sure, but I need each other. One sure, but I need each other. Every color avenue swept the scent about me and you. I see you gathered before me, hungry and terrified, clutching your babes to your breast. Emperor Emir marches army. So I don't know where, but you know. Ito na naman tayo. Naguloko na naman ang aking mouse. Sorry, beda, diba. Alam ko height eh. Blur. Motion blur. Oh, hell, da 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 da. Di na talaga may iba yung texture na yun to. Tangina. Parang kailangan ko ata uninstall ulit. Reinstall. Wow, what is this?
Master Witcher, the debt I owe I can never hope to repay, not in all my life. First, you ripped me from the Hanse's...
What were you doing in the Caraberta woods? And how'd you wind up a prisoner of those bandits?
Ever since the Count died, I've not had the resources to buy...
A rush?
Rush...
Okay. Whoa. Looks sick. Do I need it? I need a surprising this shit. Silver. Yeah. Green gold? What? Nah.
My sister saw where this one beggar buried some gold coins.
Beaver bugger me.
Say what? They say that I'm a kid can get it on. Want you to wish you can get it on. Make your wish tonight. Would you be around? Roche, what are you doing there, Roche? Why are they crying?
Inscriptions in Elder speech. Salvation lies not in dullness. Professor's journal's long gone. Guess somebody else found out about it too. Should look around, see if I can find something else. Footprints, narrow and shallow. Somebody small, light. Woman maybe? Wonder where they lead. Damn it, trail breaks off. Wonder if the grave robber learned more than I did. Professor certainly can't do much to help me with my search. Won't learn anything else here. Map Yen sent me will have to do. Also, Epitaph mentioned both Ellerin and Dolnevde, Valley of the Nine.
Wait, where is it then? What map? Where's that goddamn map, bruh? It's not here. A letter from Yennefer. Where is it? A letter to a lover. A letter to a friend. Letter. Where is it, bro?
Site marked on the map's all wet now. Song of Tour flows through there. Must be where the Valley of Pain once lay. Oh. Location.
Oh my god.
Faster.
Keep calm.
Sir!
Start no bros.
Nothing special.
Think I'm catching something.
Move it.
Ito na naman tayo. Are those wolves? Yeah. Where are all the waypoints? I still see shadows in my room. I could see that pose, man. Can't take that love that I gave you. It's to the point where I love it and I hate you. Oh my god, there's a bear. Love that I gave you. It's to the point where I love it and I hate you. I hate you again. Why is the water like that, bro? Why is the water like that? You let me fall in and in inside my grave. There's so many shit in here, wait. What? Ang ina mo. Bitch, you better not. Motherfucker. Wait, breath, wait. Okay. Saan pa ba? Ano ba yan? Nakwenta naman. Fucker. Where are the chests? Kate. No matter everything, let it already wet. Do it all again, don't want it to end. Bro. Where are all the chests? To the valley. Na, 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 na. Kati, what the fuck? Uy, taas ga.
Grave Robber must have found something in Moreau's tomb to activate the entry portal. Wonder what surprises this place has in store. Implanted spikes.
Woo!
Sick sense of humor someone's got.
Gulat ako ng faction. Gago to ah. Ah! Where did outside my grave? Did I want to where they will come into life. Obviously. Dead inside my grave. What is this?
Blood-soaked. Grave Robber was wounded while attempting to climb. Needed to
Oh.
bandage up. Managed to avoid the panthers at least.
Oh my fucking god.
Blood-soaked. Grave robber was wounded while attempting the climb. Needed to bandage up. Managed to avoid the panthers at least.
He got crushed. Think.
Couldn't I just do this?
Yeah, I know what to do here.
Course. Locked. Notes I found mention 4 protruding stones. Gotta press them somehow. Crossbow, maybe? Could try to hit them.
Uy, mahulog ka, gaga. Nice.
Not bad. Wouldn't mind having something like that myself. Ah, did it.
Yeah.
Interesting as places go. Seems someone put a lot of thought into its design. Should look around. Gargoyles sure don't look willing to help.
They smiling, bro.
Unwanted guest. Intruder. You are not welcome here.
Yeah, figured as much. Show me what you got. Great. Portals. This just keeps getting better. Damn it. Back where I started. Damn it. Back where I started. Damn it. Wrong again. Could be some clue around here.
So, daan, de. Dito. No.
Damn it. Back where I started.
Diyan. Oh, shit. Meron pa pala doon. Saan siya nakatutok? Doon ka pupunta. Right. Saan nakatutok yun? Doon. So, I have to go there. It's there.
Must be
Basic.
where Moreau had his lab. Crystals. Should mount them in the megascope. Missing 2 crystals. Just need to pick an entry.
The 18th of Yule, year 1102. Today I begin my great life's endeavor, one greater and more significant than any I have thus far undertaken, for it relates to me personally, to myself and my son. When 15 years passed, a beast of the forest assaulted me. A witcher came to my aid, saved my life. I could not know that for said salvation, I would in the end pay by relinquishing any say as to my own son's fate. Had I the skill to turn back time, I would have done so, and perished rather than surrender to the Witchers my only son. But as it was, on the day when Jerome was taken, I swore an oath on my honor that I would recover my son. Today, following years of research and preparation, I have at last devised a device that allows me to study mutations. If the gods in their goodness grant me but a bit of favor, I shall find a way to reverse said mutations and restore Jerome to a normal life.
So, Professor wasn't out to enhance Witcher mutations, wanted to reverse them. Crystal for this entry's...
Observation number 30. The mutations do not set in at once. Curiously, they do not develop over a span of time. Rather, for a mutation to progress towards completion, the appropriate mutagen must be applied continuously. The subject does not bear this well, but I found a way to make the mutations less taxing, invasive. To the mutagen base, I add the albumin of a mutated giant centipede egg. Stored in a glass terrarium, the eggs do not develop, remain small. The eggs themselves are a sight to behold. Mutated, they are luminescent, emitting a wondrous glow. I can only hope my addition of the albumin will produce no significant side effects. Time will tell.
Crystal for this entry's missing.
Years of experiments, research, sacrifice, all for naught. I have failed to achieve my defined objective. Each mutation I applied to my subjects proved ineffective when applied to Jerome. What I meant to cure him of his witcherism, that which I meant to restore to him a normal life, only deepened his mutations, further augmented his speed and strength, rendered him yet more inhuman. It seems my son must remain a witcher forever. I have failed. The time has come to abandon this place. Return home to Lydia. She may yet deign to take me back. The contraption and mutagens I leave here. Let them wither and crumble. As did my dreams of regaining my son.
So the professor wanted to reverse the mutation's effects. Ended up deepening them. Stroke of luck for me. Could profit from his failure. So, Professor tried to neutralize the effects of Witcher mutations. Only managed to enhance them, though. Used the albumins of giant centipede eggs as his mutagen base. Need to go on an egg hunt. Guessing this man didn't come here willingly.
Who is, bro?
Intriguing as machinery goes, but how do I start it up? Moreau must have kept his son in here. Grim. Quite the library. Mostly tomes on mutations and genetics. Preserved organs. Hope their donors weren't forced to give them up. This crystal must go here. All crystals in place. Show me what you got. Just need to pick an entry.
Observation 22. Despite applying a surfeit of toxic substances, significantly more than usual, the subject displayed no symptoms of overdosing. I believe this to be an effect of the mutations. Thus, a minor success. This mutation should allow Jerome better to tolerate toxicity. Observation 58. Sometimes failure is the catalyst for success. I've discovered a method by which one type of mutagen may be transmuted into another through the addition of certain ingredients. This is a great day for science. In addition, I observed that today's dose of mutagens brought the subject to the brink of death. He then suddenly awoke, revived, his strength renewed. Not wholly, of course, but he did in a sense come back from the edge of death. Whether this is attributable to his mutations or to pure coincidence cannot be ascertained. I must conduct further experiments.
Seen enough. Mom's awake and she's not in a good mood. Another one. In there. Come on, come closer. Sorry. Need your eggs.
Time to end this.
Just need to pick an entry. Seen enough. No point going in wearing full gear. Gotta drop my armor, leave my weapons. Professor's mutagens might work on me as they did on his son. Well, time to find out.
Nara sa mata niya. Kung man nakita.
Power cell for portals. Heal's dead. Maybe a sign will revive it.
The days pass. The
They
pile
say
of work
that
remains
witcher
the
from
same.
the north's a hardened killer. He's lopped off the head of many a king.
What a tale!
Hilarious. Crit the Petit, famed host of afternoon salons where games, bottle cheese, and trampoline were the order of the day.
Regis. Couldn't have picked some other place to meet.
Sarah Grammar left home and died. K. Tony Kaputiski knew how to brighten up even the cloudiest day. Be prepared. Bartolomeo Silski, comedian, could make even a dead fish laugh. Susanna Chernakowska, the first Stuka wine taster, lives to a ripe old age, sipping the best of Euclid's beverage all the while. Told you I was sick. Singakuzu, artisan alchemist, could kill foes with a single gaze and stop time. Dream of traveling to other worlds. What's the other one? Whoa. Can you read the other one? Katrina Vedica, the loveliest red-headed creature to ever walk upon. Clear as slate. Peter Chris, alchemist, was able to raise the dead. Ah. That's most of the people faces. The sharpness relentless in a pursuit of perfection. Metapia, a sculptor of time and space. Pablo Vilcos tilted the fields of clear died to the sound of music spoken instead in the valley. Lena de Manilani Gracia, princess from a far-off land who could force light to bend to her will. Mayo Mavisky, known as the gamer's gamer, told things like they were before it was popular. That's what killed him. Gregor Sadisky, athlete extraordinaire, liked to carry great weights, but got a little carried away. Magdalena Zai. Yeah. Writer stabbed to death by a jealous lover. Irma Crochet, Bard Group Ping Pong player. Luka Razeski. Magkakapatid naman ata to. A hockey is skated upon lake, stopping others from knocking cold into expression of close to death. Jacob Wozniakowski might not have been the smart man, not have been the fearless, but he always gave a solid 60%. Michael Novakovsky, our patron, stuck his big nose in everywhere. Monique Glineka, one-legged dancer, rumored to have been a succubus, yet was ever seen as always on the one. Fox. Madeline Saborska and Matthias Bilski. She a ballerina, he a voltigeur. Partied so hard they perished from exhaustion. Margaret Stiskovska, artiste, died from an overextension of mandibles, thinking she was a guy. What? Crazy. Pavel Siversky, traveler loved to come and go, was killed by the children he abandoned. What? Hell no. No. Got no time for you. I'm ready Tombs, bro. Pavel Sasko, a man of small stature and enormous spirit, was a hardy and fiery dancer, sadly forgot to eat and perished. Dominic Gonsiorovsky, love accounting tables, that was the death of her. Carolina Stahir, what's the pleasure in slaughtering a weakling? If you wish to draw blood, draw it from a king.
Show me what you got.
Lucas Sliva mistook the Heliban for Rogivan. Warp time and space. Anton the Fate Experly, known as the Big Prince. Jacob de Camois, B. 4186. Neither drunk nor smoked, yet still up and died. Ingredients with the property will give him a new gain in their life. Steve Steffi Knibili. He was supposed to be killed but became an artist. Severin Herbiville Carpenter, all I need is silver and I can make you a better table than you ever dreamed. What happened there? Tomasz Marhevsky, warrior died fighting with ward and blade. Perlavius Forsky, heroic hunter of insects and plants, spent his whole life exterminating bugs, not realizing the earth among them. Roberta and Justina Malinowski, they love each other to death. Count Bartolo Var Ockman, the night before keeps knocking my head to Sherman's contact stalking. Sebastian Calembi, leader of France, noted for his graceful movements. Pain is fading colors forever. Every inch an artist. Do not be sad because of people. They will all die. I like that. I like that. Rafael Yaki, a man who would never stoop, not even for Pichon Cruci. Martin Yanishiri, master armor, forget of the best blade beside of the Yaruga. Prismy loves the hero. Yeah. Yeah, I read it. Martina Lipinska, engineering bug lover, so the most obtuse technical prowess in all the duchy with the grace of a ballerina. That's nice. What? Annabelle and Gwendon de la Tour, art Pietro, skill by Bolsonaro. Ay, meron dito. Paula Tecla Lavia, Alchemist meant to discover new species of hedgehog. Fucking mouse, man.
Regis!
Damn it. Locked. No way I got the place wrong. This is it. Gotta be another way in around here.
Upstairs. Ano? Ang butas doon. May butas dito eh.
I like that silver.
Vittles are plenty around here.
Not good.
Stench.
Motherfucker. Annoying as hell. Ano meron dito? Same shit.
Someone placed an illusion here. Interesting. Agreed to meet a vampire at a cemetery. How much more cliché can you get?
Nothing comes readily to mind.
Could have left the door unlatched.
What of my privacy? I value it rather deeply. Unmolested, especially by unwanted guests, that's my preferred state. Besides, I knew you'd find a way to get in.
True enough. Need to find your friend. I'm hoping you'll agree to help.
Well,
I shall do whatever's in my power. Yet what you want or even need must matter little. What matters is what Dettlaff wants. If he does not wish to be found, you will not find him. Ever. End of story.
Come on. Gotta be some way.
Vampires can evade detection by the senses, and no divination magic works on us. Even the most precise megascope would be useless.
And this? Could this help?
it's him.
Wherever did you get that?
Off one of the beast's victims, found by a bend in the river. Body was chopped in pieces. 3 of those pieces were hands. Hand with the ring seemed the odd one out. Abruxa had taken an interest in it.
Vampires are like only folk.
It's Dettlaff's hand, without a doubt. It will do splendidly.
The hand. What do you plan to do with it?
You've heard of Kovinaris' theory of tissue memory retention.
Rings a distant bell. Read about it in Alchemia Oblitera. There's a copy at Kaer Morhen, tattered, nearly disintegrated. But if memory serves, Kovinaris never managed to prove it worked.
He did prove it, just never managed to publish his findings. He and I corresponded, you see, after we became friends. Thus, it's complicated. So without delving into details, it is possible to use any piece of tissue to reconstruct what a whole body experienced.
How's it work? We need any special equipment?
We must brew a decoction which Kovinaris gave a rather poetic name, resonance. Once imbibed, it sends one into a trance similar to that induced by narcotics. This triggers visions of events linked to strong emotions experienced by the tissue's owner. Picture it as dreaming a fragment of someone's life.
Any chance we might see what Dettlaff was doing just before he lost his hand?
Indeed. Though I also hope resonance will reveal the location of Dettlaff's hideout.
Ring's pretty intriguing. Made of no metal I've ever seen. And the ornamentation.
It comes from our home, where we lived before the conjunction of spheres. It's actually mine. I received it from a dear old friend. You might call him a humanist. He saw us vampires as guests here, guests who owe their hosts, meaning you humans and the elder races, respect.
Respect? Meaning not to treat us like cattle to be slaughtered for food?
Precisely. And the reason why I, in turn, gave it to Dettlaff. To remind him of the ideals my old friend championed.
Can't you just summon Dettlaff? You're both higher vampires, there's gotta be a way.
If I'm to be entirely candid, there is indeed one. But believe me, we will be better off never availing ourselves of it. It is a last resort. Absolutely.
Last resort? The hell? Why?
There is a being who can summon Dettlaff. Possesses the authority, even the power, to force him to appear in a given place. But the very act of contacting this being, well, it's akin to walking a slack line extended over a chasm filled with molten lava. An exercise as perilous to me as it would be to you. A risk I'm unwilling to take. I beg you, let's do it my way. It will be both quicker and easier.
Kovinaris spent half his life proving his theory. Wild guess. Making a dose of resonance won't be easy.
You guessed correctly. In addition to Dettlaff's tissue, we shall need a powerful occipital lobe stimulant. Effectively a poison, to make one susceptible to visions.
Well, got a few ingredients to choose from. Unfortunately, all are pretty rare. There's Mamoon glands. The closest ones I know of are in Vizima. A spotted white saliva would also serve, but they were culled to extinction over a century ago. Could go with a kobold's eyes, but the creatures are sentient. Rather not gouge one's eyes out.
Given that we lack the time to sleuth this out ourselves, permit me to summon some help.
Hola.
What was that?
A raven? Rather a common sight at this latitude. Very intelligent fowl. I asked him to look for the creatures you mentioned. Him and his brethren. Perhaps they'll find one in the area, and I would hazard that a flock of ravens will spy any said creature faster than a solitary witcher would. With all due respect to your skills, my friend. It will take them some time, nonetheless, so perhaps you'd care for a snifter of mandrake.
Rarely say no to a snifter.
Sadly, this is but a weak infusion rather than a proper distillate.
Even better. I remember your mandrake hooch. Made people say things they'd have rather kept to themselves.
Now, what could Geralt of Rivia prefer to keep to himself?
Everyone's got some secret.
I agree wholeheartedly. I also believe it wise at times to share one's secrets, unburden oneself to those one can trust.
Is your sophisticated way of asking me if I trust you?
I prefer almost always to ask indirectly. It seems a test of intelligence, one you just passed.
Maybe you should go first. Reveal one of your secrets. After all, you vampires lead very interesting lives.
Anything in particular interest you?
Curious what you did after you were reborn.
As I'm sure you can surmise, at first I was thoroughly absorbed with recovering. As it is, I've still not recovered completely. Yet I was so weak the first year that I could not stand or move on my own. Detlef bore my weakness bravely, showed great patience. If not for him, I wouldn't be here, and I'd have regenerated far slower. Once I could at last stand unassisted, I set off for Bruges, for my one-time home of Dillingen. There I led the peaceful life of a rural healer and surgeon, enjoying my neighbours' respect and, in fact, constituting the exact opposite of the monstrous vampire the populace imagines.
Bruges, you say? Rebirth make you sentimental?
Perhaps a dash. But what of you? Where have you been? Ever find your Cyrilla?
Back then, yeah. But we parted again soon after. And when the time was ripe, she came back. Defeated the Wild Hunt together.
Ooh. Seems I certainly missed quite a bit while I was absent.
True enough. But it's a conversation we'll have another time. Need to know more about you now. Gotta ask you the big question. One everyone wonders about. What happens after death?
You wish me to tell you if the human belief in the gods is well founded? Well, that I do not know. We vampires differ exceedingly from you humans. Our matter, that of which we are composed, can exist without form. We require neither a heart, nor a brain, nor air to breathe.
But were you dead?
As humans understand death, yes.
Feel anything? Understand anything?
It's rather hard to explain. I felt something very unsettling. Something I cannot even name, for I did no reasoning. Only after rebirth did I begin to understand that what I had felt was cold and unimaginable fear. If not for Dettlaff, I might have drowned in an eternity of icy terror.
Can't have been alive then. Sheesh, experience like that must be vicious.
Indeed, it's hard to compare to anything I know. Yet you are aware we don't see death as you do. The way you cling to life, we find it entirely peculiar. You are mortals, ergo it's a foregone conclusion. You will die. It's but a question of time. Thus, I often find myself wondering why you try so very hard. To die at 20 years, 40, even 100, what's the difference? They're all but the blink of an eye.
Depends on your point of view. Man who's got 1,000,000 crowns to spend can't possibly understand one who's only got 20.
Very true. One's outlook can indeed change much.
Got a new life, a new body. That give you a new start, blank slate?
Starting all anew is a very broad concept. What exactly do you mean?
Your blood addiction, say. Wondering if your body's the same, if it still remembers. Maybe if you drank now, you wouldn't get hooked.
All addictions are a form of slavery. Re-addiction's not a risk I'm willing to take, just to test a hypothesis about corporeal regeneration and whether propensities carry over.
Fair enough. Curiosity, that's all. Sorry.
Not to worry, Geralt. Curiosity is a natural reaction under the circumstances, apart from which I've always valued that trait in you.
Always fascinated me the way vampires can regenerate. A hand growing back is one thing, but Dettlaff recreating you out of a wet smear? Something else entirely.
A difficult and laborious process, but one that's possible, as my presence proves. But I've heard you too had quite the adventure. They say you lost your memory.
For a bit, but Triss helped me get it back. Actually, pretty damn lucky I only had amnesia.
Yes, you humans are rather buggered in those terms. To strip you of life is, well, it's just plain easy. I've always pitied you in that regard. We vampires are much harder nuts to crack. If a member of another race kills one of us, we can be reborn with a living higher vampire's help. However, if one of our own strikes the deadly blow, death is permanent. There can be no rebirth. One of the chief reasons why vampires long ago swore never to fight one another.
All right, give you one question. What do you want to know?
One question to ask one as fascinating as you, Geralt. Cruel parsimony, I'd say, but I shall do my best to make it count. If you were to die and be reborn as I was, in your new life, would you choose to be a Witcher?
See, Regis. Doubt I'd know how to be anything else.
Ever tried?
See, you're determined to get an answer, to find out if I like being a Witcher. Just refuse to ask directly, as always. I like being on the path. I like picking up a lead, a trail. I like the tension right before a fight. And nothing gets my adrenaline flowing like battling a beast. Even gotten used to people treating me like a freak, an outcast. Yeah, not something I think about much, but I like being a Witcher.
Thank you for being honest. Honesty is an attribute of the truly brave, and thus a privilege of the very few.
Still no sign of your winged friend. Sure it understood what you wanted?
Dead certain. Let's wait a bit longer. It'll return soon, don't doubt that for a moment. Ever vigilant, even in his sleep. Quite vampire-like, in fact. Are you absolutely certain they don't administer a few of our genes during the trial of the grasses?
Appreciate the compliment. Got something for me?
You were right. No kobolds or mamoons for miles around.
Knew it.
Allow me to finish. You see, there's this spotted white. It haunts an abandoned residence in the Caraberta woods.
Impossible. My brethren hunted down every last spotted white before I was born.
Then it seems you must revise your knowledge of spotted whites. For somehow this one managed to survive your brethren's onslaught. It seems I know this home it haunts. Recall a tale about it. Locals believe the place cursed. Perhaps that's how the whites survived entirely unmolested.
Know anything else about this curse?
I don't recall much in particular. Really don't attach much importance to such things. It was mentioned to me as an anecdote, no more.
Come on, search your memory. Something, anything could be important.
I believe it had a relation to hunger, or, perhaps greed, rapacity. Someone was punished for something...
Textbook definition of a curse, pretty much.
Sorry, Geralt, I try not to clutter my mind with the details of every far-fetched tale I happen to hear. What are your thoughts?
A specimen of a species thought long extinct, and a curse, in one place. That a coincidence, or are they related?
Ah, professional curiosity. Personally, I've nothing against you delving into this dilemma, but please remember we need the whites' saliva. Nothing beyond that.
Whites rarely appear in the woods, even less likely to find them in abandoned human homes. They inhabit remote wildernesses, old abandoned cemeteries.
What's your point?
This might not be a spotted white after all. Your little helper might have made a mistake.
I sincerely doubt it. Ravens are devilishly intelligent creatures, and they've highly developed observational skills.
What exactly did they observe?
The area around the estate, it's covered in spoons.
Spoons?
Spare me the skeptical smile. I'm but the bearer of this news. Or perhaps this spotted white is a hoarder. Or the spoons are somehow related to the curse.
Let's do this. Start making your decoction while I go get some saliva from that white. Uses it in its brews.
Do you imagine the white will simply sell you some?
Worst case scenario, I'll bring you its salivary glands. They ought to do as well.
For a moment there, I imagined you asking the white to spit into a vial. Quite amusing as a thought, but the salivary glands will do fine indeed.
So, see you later.
Yes, till later. I shall start by perusing some tomes.
Tomes? Thought you were gonna make this decoction.
We require one last ingredient. Alas, obtaining it could prove a trifle toilsome. Thus, I hope to identify a suitable alternative.
All right. Good luck.
And to you, my friend. I shall settle right here, start brewing residence. No reason to delay.
Welcome home, sir. I am Barnabas I previously served with distinct...
Whoa, Barnabas Basil. One thing you ought to know. I'm not your typical landed gentleman. Truth be told, this is the first real property I've ever owned.
Oh, in that case, you must leave it all to me. I shall organize, see to everything, and whip the house into order. I dare say this place will soon be the most prosperous vineyard around.
Great. Can already see I'm in good hands. Vineyard comes across as a place with a rich history. Know who owned it before me?
Baron Rossel, who went bankrupt, forcing him to sell the estate to the Duchess. The Baron...
He was actually a headsman?
No, not him, but his great-great-great-great-grandfather. Indeed. Apparently, he was a common cutpurse who somehow secured for himself. He never hesitated, not once. Monsieur Bolius, on the other hand, was an engineer. Sadly, misfortune struck, and he lost his sense first of smell, then of taste.
Shame that. He gave up making wine?
Not at all. He made even more of it. Began throwing wild balls to which he'd invite friends from far and wide.
Mind giving me a little tour de Corvo Bianco?
Not in the least. Follow me, please. Behold, sir, your estate in all its splendor.
Pretty vast.
Indeed. And now, sir, allow me to show you...
Been a major domo all your life?
Yes, I come from a long line of major domos. My father was a major domo, as was my grandfather before him, as was my great-aunt. In fact, she was the one to start the tradition.
Great-aunt?
A hard woman. It is said that already as a child, she knew where she was going and went there. When she arrived in Beauclair, she signed on as a chambermaid at one of the vineyards, then slowly worked her way up to major domo. She dragged the rest of the family up the same path. I'd rather be an eagle. The servants' quarters. I occupy the green home. With the Duchess's permission, I have hired a full staff. Their salaries to be paid from the ducal treasury.
Nice of her.
Not the most sightly part of the estate, I admit. But I think it's worthwhile for you as master of the domain to know where the help stays. Baron Rossel ordered the vines in this part of the estate uprooted and olive groves planted in their place. They look beautiful, especially come spring.
Don't look at all bad now, either.
Well, yes, I should. If I only could, I truly would.
Down below lies your vineyard, where we grow a strain of Carfanere, one of the world's oldest. Aged in oak barrels, it provides for an exquisite wine with distinct blackberry, wild cherry, plum, and cinnamon notes. Marvelous.
Have to try it one of these days.
My stomach growls like an angry wolf.
Nice well. Picturesque.
Yes, though it ran dry long ago. During the raucous feasts Master Bolius held, he would order it filled with wine. There's a tale about a guest attending a Bolius ball for the first time and thus unaware of the custom. He had suffered great heartbreak and had decided to end his life by jumping into the well. The festivities were coming to a close, and the well was nearly empty when the suicidal guest finally jumped. Instead of killing himself, he nearly broke his legs. To numb the pain, he drank the wine.
Drank himself to death?
Not at all. When found the next day, he had concluded he'd witnessed twin miracles. The water had been changed into wine, and he had survived. He retired to a monastery in the Dragon Mountains and began preaching the wisdoms of Lebioda. Monsieur Boleus' wife Nina kept a garden here. A supremely lovely place it was.
Bit neglected now.
I agree. Yet nothing stands in the way of restoring it to its former glory, and once again planting it with herbs and other vegetation. Madame Nina planted diminutive, delicate flowers and herbs here. One might say their aroma still hangs in the air.
You're quite the romantic, Barnabas Basil.
Scrub often. You'll soon need a coffee.
This served as an additional wine cellar in years of plentiful harvests.
Bit of work, and it'll make a fine stable for Roach.
I've a daughter, you know. She's fit to wed. Oh, so fit.
The cellars, voila. During Monsieur Boleus' time, wine was kept here, but Baron Rossel used it to store olive oil as well. I took the liberty of cleaning up the mess, which
I made while fighting the Bruxa. Thanks, Barnabas Basil. Appreciate it.
My stomach growls like an angry wolf.
As you can see, the facade is, how to put it, slightly stained. But one cannot deny it, a certain subtle southern charm.
True, though it could use a bit of subtle paint.
And welcome inside. On the left is the master bedroom. On the right, the dining hall and kitchen. Upstairs, you shall find the guest room, currently used for storage.
Not a bad idea.
At the moment, the house is only minimally furnished. Yet I believe we will, together, devise some innovative... With that, sir, you've seen the full... If forgive me for being forward, but if you were to choose to...
Think I'll take you up on that. Be sure to come and see you if I decide to do any remodeling. Mentioned the place could stand to be spruced up.
Almost decidedly, sir.
Been thinking about the outer walls. Maybe a fresh coat of paint or some patching.
If I might dare to make a suggestion, why not start with a general renovation? Not only did the residence positively sparkle afterwards, but we also made room to just...
It's in your hands then.
I shall get to work immediately. Highly skilled at what they do, it shall not take them too long. Is there anything...
Got these spacious grounds. But maybe it's time to make them more... useful.
Oh, yes! We certainly should. The way I see things, given your trade...
My armor needs work from time to time. You know...
Admiral Rompet...
Good.
Immediately, sir. Will you be needing...
And my trade?
Of course.
Then send out for one, please. A high-quality stone to be set up in the yard.
Of course. I shall send out... Will you be needing anything else, sir?
Know what? Changed my mind.
I shall be glad.
Starting to...
I agree.
Thanks.
Aí.